So I just woke up with Cayman. We snuggled for a little bit and I kissed his little necky. And he was still pretty mad at me because he was hungry. So I fed him on both sides of my breast. And he ate for about, how long did you eat, buddy? He ate for about 20 minutes in total. And then I changed his little diaper. So now he's all clean and dry. And then I gave him his passy. He's still getting used to the passy. We're not fully used to it yet. But he seems to like it. There, see? Sometimes I kind of tap on it. I don't know, he seems to like that when I tap on it. Or I'll like pull it out of his mouth a little bit. And he seems to kind of like that when I just, like, he fights for it. So it kind of makes it where instead of spitting it out, he will try his best to keep it. And then that'll keep it in his mouth longer. But I think he's getting used to it because as you can see, he is like grabbing it. And I think he's learning like what it is. Because when I breastfeed him, he will normally like maybe put his hand on my chest or, you know, just try to get familiar with what's in his mouth naturally. And so with the passy, I think that's what he's doing, just kind of getting used to what's in his mouth. But yeah, it seems to calm him down and soothe him. I know, some moms are for it, some moms are against it. And I decided I'm for it to a certain extent. I don't want him to have it, you know, probably not past maybe 1.5, something like that. Or maybe even sooner. I'll just kind of see what his needs are. But when he turned about a week old, if that, he was probably a few days old. And the thought came on pretty strong to get him a pacifier. Because I knew, especially as a breastfeeding mom, I knew that he really just wanted some soothing and some comfort. And he didn't necessarily need to feed when he was like wanting to breastfeed, but he was more so wanting the comfort of the suck, or just to have something in his mouth, because that's what babies instinctually know how to do. And so that helps him to be calm. And you know, I definitely feed him whenever he shows signs of hunger. It's the falling at the mouthy. Let's see if he'll turn this way if I put it over here. You gonna look at the mama? See, he's getting used to it. He's opening his mouth bigger. Before, he would never really open his mouth that big. But I think he's getting used to it. You got it, buddy? He's like pushing my hand away. You got it, buddy? There we go. See. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. See, it just kind of, when I tap, it's like it reminds him, like, it's right here. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, so babies like instinctually know how to suck. And so that's something that brings them comfort. And it brings them, I'm going to put this pillow on his legs. I think that will kind of give him comfort too. They like things on their feet. Or he does anyway. Most babies do, I think. But it gives him comfort. It gives him a method to soothe himself. Don't pull your hair. You don't need to pull the hair, baby. You know, he's just exploring. He's learning things. He's listening to new sounds. And just kind of understanding what life is. And so I just try to speak to him in a calm voice, and the pacifier helps him to just know that everything's okay. You know, everything's so brand new to him. He's never seen light before. He's never heard these sounds so loud. He's heard them inside my belly, but they're probably very muffled. He was, uh-oh, you fucking off the mama? You know, they were never this loud. They were never this close. He was inside of water, so I'm sure it was very muffled, and I'm sure my heartbeat and my blood flowing, he probably heard that more audibly. So, you know, I just try to make it as comfortable for him as possible, and I just try to understand that when he's crying, you know, to try to understand the emotion behind it, and that kind of helps me to stay calm, because, oh, bless this little baby. You want your passy? You want your passy? Doop, doop, doop. Oh. You know, if I can understand, like, what his emotion is, then that kind of, like, brings perspective to what's happening. Because when a baby's crying, especially when they're irately crying, it's easy to get worked up yourself. When you're trying everything to calm them down, you're trying to, you know, you feed them and diaper them, and they're just kicking and screaming and pushing you away. You could get frustrated. So to help me stay calm and understand, you know, that he's not trying to make my life miserable, or he's not trying to upset me. He's just trying to communicate the best way he knows how. I try to remember, okay, he's scared. A big one is probably scared. He's never felt hunger pain before. When he was in my womb, he had food on demand at all times. He never felt hunger pain. He never felt cold or hot. It was always perfect temperature. You know, all his needs were met instantaneously. And now he's having to learn a little bit of delayed gratification, and it's all brand new to him. So, you know, being a mom, especially a first-time mom or a new mom, I mean, every baby is going to teach you something different. But when you don't have experience with the baby, especially, then you can probably easily get worked up and think, you know, I think a big emotion too with parents is probably like, what am I doing wrong? Or like, I'm failing as a parent. Like, my baby is hungry, or my baby is trying to tell me something. I have no idea what they're trying to tell me. So, you know, I did a lot of research myself, and I'm sure I will continue to, because that's just the person that I am, like a forever learner. Relax, buddy. You gotta relax. You ready? There we go. Sometimes I give him a little break. Let's see. We may have to cut this off. He may want some foodie. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, we'll be back in a minute. So, the little one got a little bit fussy. And so what I ended up having to do was feed him for about 5 minutes. And then he told me that he didn't want it by spitting out the bottle. And so I dropped the pacifier for a little bit. He didn't want that either. And so I swaddled him in his little cute little sleep sack that he's wearing right now. And it's so precious. I swaddled him real good, and then I rocked him. And I rocked him for about 5 minutes. And then I went and turned the light off. And then I stood by his bassinet and rocked him a little more. And then I gently laid him down. And he's very calm right now. It's a little bit risky that I'm recording him, but I just wanted to experiment to see if I record, if he would get fussy again, or if he would stay calm. But so far, he stayed calm. He does have his little binky over there just in case. he needs to put that in, but I think he's gonna relax and go ahead to sleep. I want to just watch over him for a little bit. I may have to pick him back up and rock him, but I think he's pretty calm. He had his diaper changed, he had the passy, and I sung him a lullaby for a little bit, and I rocked him, but I didn't want to lay him down. I didn't want him to go to sleep before I laid him down, because I'm teaching him to go to sleep on his own. So by him laying down when he's just sleepy instead of fully asleep, that's going to help him to learn how to just drift on to sleep by himself. And also he'll wake up in the same environment that he went to sleep. If he goes to sleep in my arms and he wakes up in his bassinet, he's going to be like, whoa, what just happened? So I'm going to turn this off just in case. He seems to be stirring a little bit. But yeah, signing off. Until next time, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, and share. Join the Little Cayman family. We'd love to have you. Until next time, see you next video. Bye-bye.